Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. You know, a couple of days ago, I opened my Bible to Psalm 38 and read the whole chapter through. Now, the story of Psalm 38 is the expression of the anguish and lament of a previously successful King David who had fallen into sin and thereafter into a terrible physical and emotional sickness. At some point, David cried, "My strength has left me. I can hardly walk erect, and my body is full of sores." The part that really struck me in David's lament was when he said his condition had become so bad that friends had deserted him. Even members of his family deserted David. Here was a man who was once at the top of the command of success and accomplishment. At that time, everyone flocked to David. Everyone praised David. King David's lament got me thinking. It got me thinking of the years of our old age. The age of infirmity and helplessness. The years when family members desert you because you have become too much of a burden. Some years ago, I watched two sisters take care of their 90-year-old mother. You see, the woman lived all her life on her bed. She slept on her bed, ate on her bed, urinated right on her bed, and went to the toilet on her bed. These two sisters took turns to constantly clean this woman up until she passed on. Now, how many of us in our grand old age will be lucky enough to have two such devoted daughters? Now, we frequently pray to live our lives to a good old age. Here is the question. How many of us prepare well for the answer to that prayer? You know what? Old age can be lonely, sometimes even traumatic. I want you to watch this video.
Ma'am, roll down the window. Roll down the window right now.
What? Who are you?
We've had multiple calls. Police. What were you doing sleeping in your car, ma'am? It's 30 degrees out.
You know what? I'm okay. I've got a warm jacket and warm pants and a shirt on, and I'm okay in here. I'm just taking a little nap.
Why are you taking a nap here and not at your house?
I just got tired. I was out, going around.
For 48 hours, ma'am? We have gotten multiple calls about this truck being parked out here for 48 hours. So again, I will ask you, why are you not taking a nap at home?
No, I don't have a home. Okay. I don't have a home. Now you know.
You don't have a home?
I don't have a home.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, God.
If I ask for your driver's license, is an address going to show up on there?
I don't want to show you that.
So what address were you staying at? Why don't you have a home?
Because my son kicked me out.
He kicked you out?
He kicked me out. My own son kicked me out. My son said, "Mom, you gotta go." Just threw me out. My own son. Can you believe that? I can't believe that.
So sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, it's okay. Okay, we are here to help you.
It's not okay.
Ma'am, you're going to be okay. Okay, you are not alone.
I am.
You are not.
I am all alone in this world.
No.
Here, my own son threw me out, the woman lamented. Like David, here was a woman who was abandoned by her immediate family. "I'm all alone in this world," she cried. Yes, David's lament really got me thinking about life. Now, let me ask you, what plan do you have for that particular stage of life? The stage when you need constant care and support, when you apparently lack companionship, like that woman. Now, in countries that have thinking leaders, government builds old people's homes. They employ caregivers to take care of senior citizens. They make sure the annual budget has a provision for the care of the aged in the old people's homes. In Nigeria, we do not have the luxury of thinking leaders. In fact, from when you are born up to when you go into the grave, it is OYO. You are on your own. Now, here are some realities that we must grapple with. Number one, our children may try initially to bear the burden of our old age. But you know what? Human nature. They will soon grow weary. The truth is that human beings do not have the infinite capacity to bear the burdens of another human being. They have their own lives to live. They have numerous modern life pressures to contend with. Your children cannot afford to make you one of their permanent problems. That is one reality you must think about as you grow older. The truth is that our children face greater problems today than we faced growing up. That is why we do everything we can to spoil our children with care and affection so they can stand on their own. And I tell you, that's about all they can do, stand on their own. They can't stand for too long for you. Number 2 point I want us to note as we grow older. The pressures of modern living tell seriously on the finances of our children. Now, you know what? I was raised by an uncle. I regarded that man as my biological father and treasured him so much. After I finished school, I put him on a regular salary. I contributed a big quota to get him 3 cars during his lifetime before he died. Now, how many children can do that for their parents today? Listen to me. The times have changed. Here is one lesson that I teach from seminar to seminar. Never make your children your retirement plan. Let me repeat that. Never make your children your retirement plan. During your active lifetime, plan your retirement so robustly that you will be financially self-sufficient in old age. Financial stability in old age can buy for you the comfort and care that your children may not be able to afford, either with their time or with their resources. Now, I wrote this book titled Take That Action to help people to get started early to secure their future in old age. If you are going to like your old age, you must get this book. Now, let me share with you some nuggets from this book. Take That Action. Nugget number 1. The number one cause of poverty is inaction. That is why I have written Take That Action. Take that action. Nugget number 2. Failure helps us to understand ourselves better. So don't be afraid to fail when you begin to take action. Nugget number 3 from Take That Action. A previous failure is like salt in food. It makes our success sweeter when it eventually comes to pass. So take a new action when one action fails. Let me tell you this. If you don't want to fail, do absolutely nothing. You know what? then the biggest failure ever will be waiting for you in front. I think in another episode, I'm going to tell you the biggest failure that I personally confronted in life in my pursuit of success. That failure propelled me to become the first black chief engineer of an international engineering company. Up till that time, chief engineers were all white people. Nugget number 4 from Take That Action. If you act successfully only when all conditions are perfect, when all conditions are right, what is extraordinary about that? Listen, if you wait for perfect conditions, you will never take action. Never. Nugget number 5. Postponed action quickly gains interest. You see, a pending action is like Nigeria's economy. It is subject to crippling inflation. The action you don't take today will cost you more to execute tomorrow. That's true. Nugget number 6 from Take That Action. Every journey is as long as it takes to start. Once a journey is started, it tends to finish. That is true. The biggest challenge facing success seekers is the challenge of starting, the challenge of taking the first step. Now, one way people try to dodge taking action is to declare that they are planning. They are constantly in planning mode. How long will you plan? My friend, take that action. And don't forget to take God along as you do. That was what David did to bail him out of his precarious situation. Look, I must stop here so that this video doesn't get too long. I simply have so much to say. We will continue this discussion in another episode. Meanwhile, do this. Order your copy of Take That Action. But more importantly, share this video with anyone you know who desires and is praying to live to a good old age. Share this video with them. And do subscribe to this channel. What are you waiting for? It is completely free. Subscribe and see you in the next episode.